Hi guys, today I'm going to do a review on this new foundation that I found at Walmart. This is L'Oreal Paris brand and it is the Visible Lift Blur Foundation, and I got the color number 204 Creamy Natural, and it's what I'm wearing today. And I'll go ahead and talk about the packaging. It is great packaging. I really like this packaging. It's just a little plastic squeeze tube and it's very thin. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It's not heavy. You can have total control of the amount of foundation that you want to come out, and it carries 1.3 fluid ounces of foundation, which is pretty normal for foundations. And I paid $12.97 for this, so $13. And this is supposed to have Opti Blur technology. This is supposed to help prevent sunburn if you use directed with other sun protection. So yeah, so okay, I really love the packaging. I think this is really great packaging. It doesn't take up a lot of space in my makeup drawer. And yeah, a lot of the other L'Oreal foundations are kind of bulky, a little bit heavy, but this one is really great. So I'll go ahead and walk you through the first time that I applied it and the first time I tested it, kind of like my first impression. I went ahead and I just applied it with my normal foundation brush, which is this one here. It's the angled kabuki synthetic brush, and I just did it as normal. I stippled it on and it worked okay. It was fine, and I kind of have a little demo that I can insert here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I went ahead and I applied it underneath the eye area, even though I usually don't apply any foundation under my eyes, just for the sake of testing it out. And I had a major creasing going on, like crazy creasing. And I usually smile like my eyes go like this when I smile, like I don't know if you can see them, but I was smiling a lot because I was watching my two kids play and they were being really cute, so I was smiling a lot. And when I went to look at myself in the mirror, I had humongous creases, like exaggerating creases, like down here on my cheeks. And I was able to rub them away really easily. And I don't know if that had something to do with the fact that I had just put on some eye cream right before applying the foundation. I think maybe that foundation couldn't adhere to the skin as well, and I didn't really let it sit. So everywhere else around the face was perfect. And the next time I tried it, I didn't apply any eye cream. I went ahead and put it under the eyes again, and the second time I didn't crease, and I let it sit and set before I did anything, so it worked a lot better. And now I just use it how I normally use it. I don't put foundation underneath my eyes. I just use concealer, so it's not a problem for me. It's not an issue for me. And I also found that it works a lot better if you just apply it with your fingers. Like today, I just applied it with my fingers. I rubbed it into the skin. And to me, it works a lot better that way than using my brush, because it is kind of a thicker consistency. I'll go ahead and put a little bit on the back of my hand. It's a thicker consistency. It's not liquidy, and it feels amazing. I love the way this foundation feels. It feels very velvety, very smooth, and it has a really nice finish. You don't really have to set it with powder, so it kind of dries a really nice smooth velvety finish. You don't really need to set it with the powder. It doesn't have that really wet look to it. And yeah, I am loving this product. And I had tried a Chanel sample a really long time ago of foundation, and it kind of reminded me of that, because the Chanel had that nice velvety texture to it that when I put it on, it just kind of felt really smooth and silky on the face, kind of like rose petals. And when I tried this, that's what it reminded me of. The only thing is that the Chanel had a really beautiful fragrance to it, like a perfume kind of fragrance. And this doesn't. It just smells like the regular foundations, the L'Oreal foundations, if you know what that smells like. That's what it smells like. So, and the coverage is about medium coverage, I would say, medium to heavy coverage. It covers up the redness really well. It didn't cover up my freckles when I applied it underneath my eyes. It didn't really cover up the freckles, so you can still see the skin underneath. But it works really well for me. I love the way my skin looks. I love the way it feels. It doesn't really feel tacky or sticky. It lasts quite a long time. For me, the foundation is pretty long lasting. It looked really well by the time I went to go wash my face at the end of the night. So I would say that it's pretty good coverage and it lasts a pretty long time. I don't know how it would last if I were to go out in the heat. Or as far as the OptiBlur technology, I did try it out on my forehead because I do have some slight expression lines on my forehead, so I blurred the foundation over that to see how it would look, and it does soften them up. It doesn't erase them, it doesn't take them away completely, but it does make them less noticeable and it fills them in just slightly. So I did really like that about this foundation. It just smooths everything out, makes everything look really soft, so that really does help. And yeah, so I definitely give this foundation a 5 stars. I love it. The price is kind of expensive, but it's not too bad. You are getting what you pay for with this foundation, because it does feel like a luxury foundation. Like I said before, it did feel like the Chanel foundation sample that I tried a long time ago. It just instantly took me back to when I tried it. So it has a really smooth, nice velvety texture. And yeah, so I would definitely repurchase it. I've been using it almost every single day ever since I got it, just because I just love the way it feels and the way it makes my skin look. And the color is a pretty good match. You can see here that it matches my skin really, really well. I haven't been fake tanning, so this is my natural skin color. I'm very fair, and this one worked really well for me. So again, this is the 204 Creamy Natural. So I hope this review helped you guys out and it was helpful. If you have any questions, go ahead and just comment below. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.